Scandal Makers is a 2008 Korean comedy, drama, musical film. I didn't know much about this, but it was on Canopy, and it was like the only movie there, that Korean film, that I haven't seen, so I decided to check it out just for a lark. It is about a very selfish radio DJ named Hyun-soo Nam, and Hyun-soo is super selfish because he's like the ultimate bachelor. He basically is kind of like Frasier, but with no family. You know, has a sweet bachelor pad, lots of money. He's an ex-idol too, so he's got some money for sure. He definitely lives a very he has a very set routine. You know, he wakes up, he has a meal prep, you know, wakes up every day, clean bachelor pad with cool TV and everything. However, during the radio break, he gets a call from a woman named Jung Nam, and she has a story about her being a single mother, and she's wondering if she should show up to her father's house unannounced to see what he would say. And he gives her the stock answer that, you know what, just go. You never know what's going to happen. Just go there, be supportive, make him breakfast. Everything should be fine. And the next morning, actually that night, he's got a hot date, and before the hot date shows up, that woman, Jung Nam, shows up, and turns out that when he was in grades, or high school, and maybe grade 9 or 10, he fell for an older woman. And it was when he lost his virginity, he actually impregnated the woman, and they had to go apart because, you know, the taboo, I guess. And she never told him about the child, and now he's got a 22-year-old child, or a woman, at his front door saying that, hey, I'm your daughter. Also, this is Ki-dong, this is your grandson. And, you know, he's losing his crap because, you know, this is kind of the concept of the movie. So, you know, he says, you know what, I can't do this. You know, I'm a, you know, bachelor, I'm selfish, get out. And she basically makes a comment like, oh, you know, it's easy to get, you know, scandal, you get canceled, you know. This movie came out in 2008, but it already predicted cancel culture. So he lets them stay the night. She makes him breakfast. You know, the kid starts vandalizing everything, but, you know, he can't, he doesn't want any bad press to go out, so he allows them to stay. And that's sort of like the comedy bond of them. You know, she basically lives with them, and the grandson's got to go to school, and she decides to join a singing competition, which is the musical aspect of the film. However, the sort of comedy shenanigans that show up is because she's living with him, everyone thinks that they're dating. And, you know, even though, but he doesn't want the truth to come out, and ends up becoming a scandal in itself, which is the title of the movie. So this movie is pretty interesting. It's funny without trying too hard. A lot of small chuckled humors, found family themes. Sometimes the plot can be a little contrived near the end because you have to have the whole, we're having a big fight and then we have to, you know, make up and everything. But I really like the musical aspects. You know, the characters are really developed, the acting's really good, a lot of romance subplots as well. It's definitely a well-rounded movie, a little bit long because it's almost like 2 hours, but overall Scandal Makers is a pretty enjoyable, easy to digest comedy drama film, and I give it a 7 out of 10.